Okay, here we are in DC Beltway traffic, everybody's favorite. 2018.26.2. We are approaching Tyson's Corner on the outer loop. You see lots of buildings going up over there. Lots going on here. There's always a big traffic mess, so I figure we'll see how AutoPilot does in it this time. There's somebody going off on the shoulder. That's typical DC driver. And actually, I've noticed in this version of I had 2018.26.3. I noticed there was a lot of prompting on the wheel. And I've driven enough on this new version, which is a downgrade from 26.3. It's 26.2. I don't know why they did that. If you know, let me know in the comments. But it seems like they have tempered the promptings on the wheel. It really does not require me to touch the wheel much at all. And I've got the AutoPilot buddy on here to see if you've been watching my videos. Always had that, but it was almost like unusable. Even the AutoPilot buddy on the last version, I had to strap my water bottle to the wheel when I was on the interstate in order to keep from getting locked out, because I 3 strikes and you're in AutoPilot jail. That's how it works. And I was getting that a lot. So we'll see how we do here. The only time I've ever had problems, even on the most recent versions, is when people try to cut me off in traffic. Actually, they don't even necessarily try to cut me off. They just move real close. And AutoPilot, it's better than it used to be, but it still doesn't seem to want to back down. And I've seen many crashes reported because of that exact situation. But you can see driving in traffic is not very stressful. And especially in the more recent versions, and if you check, from my videos, from the more recent builds when I've done traffic videos, it's really smooth now. The braking, the accelerating, you really can't do any better as a human. In the past, I was always having to hit the brakes early because it seemed like it was always braking late, at least from my preferences. But now I think I can even probably adjust the following distance closer because it's so much more accurate. It's closer to perfect anyway, because in the past it wasn't close to perfect at all, and because of that I was just really getting annoyed with the brake stabs, not just because it's annoying, but because it's dangerous, and also because it wears the brakes out needlessly. If you can just do it smoothly, you hit regen all the time and don't use the traditional brakes, except for when you're in a panic stop or you're approaching zero. They taper it all off. Actually, I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but the regen gets tapered, and so does the braking. Meaning, the first time you get into the brakes, the regen kind of tapers on. It doesn't come on full force, it tapers it on. And then as you approach zero, it also tapers it off and brings in the traditional brakes to bring you to a halt. Otherwise, it would just stop you literally on a dime with the regen if they don't taper it off. And I've been using this gauge here to really help me to understand what the car's doing. I highly recommend that you use that when you're driving at all times. It's just a better idea of what's going on. Otherwise, you're just kind of in the dark, especially if you're not used to driving a Tesla or any other all-electric vehicle. Oh, actually, it's telling me to get off. Alright, let me see if I can get over. I'm gonna have to go off of AutoPilot. Yeah, it's telling me to get on Chainbridge Road, which I do think is gonna save me some time. I gotta get over again. This is a situation where AutoPilot is just not gonna get me into the lane. People are not being friendly, and there's way too much traffic. You can't use auto lane change in these situations. You just can't. It's not going to work. Anyway, that's the video, because I'm getting off onto the secondary roads. Let's see if I can do little autopilot here to end this one on the exit ramp. Doing a pretty good job. Somebody got pulled over. Might be an accident. Let's see how we do with merging in the traffic here on the secondary road. Whoop, look at this car. See, this car, ooh, it wasn't going to do anything for that car, so even though the car ended up not getting over, I wasn't going to take a chance. I want to get over one more lane. Let's see if I can get autopilot in here. There we go. Maybe we'll do, oh, there's my brakes. A couple of light cycles here since we're still going. But definitely don't use auto lane change in those situations I was on. You don't want to rely on it. It's not good enough yet. It's way better than it used to be, because it used to be very, very abrupt. And it used to be, I don't know, I think even damaging to the front CV joints, the way it jerked the wheel into the next lane and just floored it at high speeds. That may have been part of the problem why I had to get my front drive shafts replaced under warranty. I've got videos on that too. And we got sunshine here too, look. Ooh. Yeah, it's bright. Let's see how it does in that direct sun. Someone was revving their car, it's not me. Very bright sunshine. Oh, it's prompted me to touch the wheel. That's the first time, as you see, that it's prompted me. Now let's see if it can do a smooth braking here. And it does. It's obviously seeing the car, even though we're in total direct sunlight here. And this is Chain Bridge Road here in Tyson's Corner. You see, there's some of that new construction. There goes my brakes making noise again. Dirty windshield. And let's see, you can see behind me some of those new tall buildings here, if you've seen them in Tyson's Corner. There we go again. Hopefully that car's not getting over. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.